You want to know how you know the seasons, and we're going to have early winter, I believe. Look how fast those bees working. I've never seen them work so hard, so quick for the survival of their hive. And there's another one somewhere. There were two, but there's other flowers. These are chives. There's the other bee. There's a wasp. Where does she go? No, the males are used for mating. All the bees, the worker bees for the hive, and the worker bees for gathering, they are females. The majority of them in a hive are females. There she is. But you want to tell me you can't watch nature and see what is going on? And I don't really. The problem is when you let chives go and you let the seeds fall, they grow everywhere, guys. So, you could do a whole field of these. You'd throw a handful down, and let me tell you really quick, you are going to find out how many you can get for flowers. And right now, flowers are rare. So, these animals are all over, and I've noticed it every single year how it's covered in the different animals. Look how fast she's working. Y'all, this is, I believe, you'll know the seasons. Just watch around you. I have never seen bees work so hard, so fast. And I know it's because the flowers are getting very rare. And there's little pollen. And there's little... Oh, there she goes. And they're working their butts off, more or less. Otherwise, the hive doesn't make it. It's crazy. Of course, still have tomatoes blooming. And there's another little honeybee down there. Oh, there she is. But this is covered in bees and butterflies. So if you want to do just a field of chives or a small section of chives, just know they will take over and grow on their own. But right now, they are blooming themselves silly when everything else is short on pollen. It's amazing watching the little critters. And even the butterflies. Whoop. Where are you going? You're coming over here. Oh, nope. Now you're going back over there. But they all love it. There's another honeybee. So, y'all, I think we need to prepare for an early winter. And of course, they've been working this peanut plant. Let me tell you, this plant is like... See if I can get more pull back butter. It's like the size of, the old VW Beetles. And the same with the plant up there at the top. And I've got weeds to pull again. But this is the peanut plant. And apparently, I didn't plant any of these. Not one. But apparently God said, I'm going to need peanuts. That's another plant. That's a baby. And then the peppers. Now that the cooling has happened, I'm actually getting peppers coming on very well. They've been trying to grow all summer. These are dying back. No surprise. The zinnias are starting to die back. But there's still some. And That's a random peanut. That's a random jalapeno. Another jalapeno. And this one's a random jalapeno. Let me tell you, if there's anybody around, I have jalapenos to share for days. It is full. There's them pesky little bugs. Man, let me tell you, those things will ruin tomatoes. And apparently they'll ruin peppers too. But it's full of peppers. Oh my goodness. You know what? I was disappointed because I'm like, oh my gosh, I have all these jalapenos. And the pepper plant that I planted, I didn't think I had another one. But you know what? It's for the recipe. It requires both peppers. Whoops, I dropped it. It requires both of these peppers. Oh my goodness. God's so good. And of course, to get these to grow, you've got to pick them. And it'll grow some more. That one was starting to turn red. But let me tell you, you can make some good sauce with this stuff. Hot sauce, salsa. Oh man. It reminds me of a tree with different colors. And you can use the different colors for the pepper. The dark, the red, the orange, the green. Different peppers in different colors. Gives it kind of a different flavor. And some of them are really hot. And I cannot even eat them. But even this one's full. Oh my gosh, I have so many jalapenos this year. And it finally cooled off. Guess what? The green beans are finally taking off. Yay. And then the celery's finally growing. It got too hot, but now it's starting to take off and grow celery stalks. It's kind of tough right now, but I'm sure they'll perk back up once this cold or cool weather comes in. And there's another random peanut plant. I'm telling you, God must think I need jalapenos and I need peppers. There's another peanut plant. There's another one way back here. This is where I got mulch and stuff. I need to cut all this back. And something else I noticed. There's another one right there. It's crazy. Potatoes are coming on well. And of course a random watermelon plant. Got 2 of them. Strawberries come back. And those tall things are leeks. And let me tell you, potato leek soup in the winter. Oh, it's so good. I let these go to seed. And of course, this is a leek that I need to build back up on it. Because you want the white part. And it's a really delicate onion flavor that makes a really good soup with a hint of onion flavor to it. It's in the onion plant, aluminum plant group. But when you build this dirt up around it, it will grow the white stalk. And as this grows up, you put more dirt around it. And you want that white stalk for your potato leek soup. And these are the ones who went to seed. All those little black seeds. Those are seeds for leeks. And apparently I'm going to have a bunch of them. They're already starting to come up. But I'm going to tell you what. I was so disappointed because I saw all those jalapenos. But these chili peppers actually came up. I can't believe it. God is good. I'm even getting more tomato plants. I'm going to tell you, I have not planted hardly anything. I did plant those pepper plants. They've struggled in the heat, and since it's cooled off, they've taken off. But the majority of what's growing was planted by God. I was more or less giving the garden a rest. But I guess God had more plans. I've already pulled up. There's some more zinnias. Yay for the bees. But I've already pulled up my garlic. I don't see any straggling garlic left behind. I pulled some of those grass weeds up. And you can see that random tomato that came up. But man, I'm going to tell you, I've never seen the honeybee work that hard before. That is crazy. Something else randomly came up. Still kind of hot when you're working out here in the sun, but not as bad. Blueberries are coming on. Yay. I gotta cut back some of the branches that have broke off and died. I have never in my life seen a pumpkin plant grow up into the tree. This thing has literally taken over. These are sugar pumpkins. And how I know is because, being the baker I am, I love pumpkin pie and pumpkin bars. Absolutely amazing. Here's another random one. And it's in the midst of spearmint. Peppermint's down that way. This one's spearmint. Look. I don't know how many others there are. It's literally taken over that whole section. Oh my. But you know, oh, there's another little pumpkin. And let me tell you, when you have a stomachache, that peppermint making a tea, oh, it's so good. This is from the old pecan that we had to have cut up. It was leaning over the house. Still have a ton of wood left. Gosh, we've been burning this for like 3 or 4 years off this tree. It's still here. That's that tree that was there. And it's lined up along the creek bank too. But, you know, sometimes we plan and God laughs. Because I was given the garden a rest and other stuff has flourished. So sometimes it's not what we want. It's what God ordains.